Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome in, race fans, to the final edition of Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing right here in KQEG TV. To my immediate left is the giggling Paul Reichert. He's giggling because look who's back in the studio.
We're back.
The sickly Dan Dyker is back.
90%, still got some of the nasal, still got some back here. I don't know why he thought it was funny. But, you know, they replaced me with the cheese hat last week, so I had to prepare myself with
the cheese hat. Was a little bit more intelligent than you.
I thought so. It had kind of a classy look to it. And, of course, the croutons had to make their appearance known. We shared some before we started taping today. You know, this really started with Crouton Clint 2 years ago. And then this transpired into the crouton eating contest at Jeff Thompson's Smoker last year when he had the bags like this big. So we will bring that back. And by the way, I am going to share the French onion soup recipe with my friend Paul Reichert. Welcome to Seven Rivers Racing, the last program of the year. Well, we got the Christmas special with Henderson Racing. That's going to be coming up probably at the end of December, right towards Christmas. But we are going to continue on with Oktoberfest Racing in segment number 2. We're going to show you the vintage races. You know, I never thought I would say this. Segment number 2, we're going to bring you the recap of the vintage races from this past Oktoberfest featuring Tom Ruffner. What?
Yeah. Oh, that was the talk of the pits all week. And the Tom Ruffner, what is he, like 77 years old, something like that?
Ripped through Facebook too, man.
Back in a race car, and not only just any race car, but the Johnny's Hobbies replica of his Javelin from the 75-76 season, and he did not do that bad.
No, his big thing on social media was, I was kind of slow at practice. I really don't want to disappoint anybody. He finished fourth, and he was coming strong.
He got third in his heat race, and he did start off slow. You know, let's just say he started off slow, but once a couple people went by him, all of a sudden them competitive juices go like, they can't beat me, and boom, off came that Javelin, and he did a great job. I mean, you know, all that got by him were the two Trickle lookalikes and Woody Poole, so he did a phenomenal job.
And, of course, the top two got DQ'd, so Woody Poole just won his 4th straight Oktoberfest. The program being brought to you by Jerry Beyer, the great folks at Big Boar Barbecue. I want to thank them for having us out to tape the show a couple of times this year. We did it on the north side, and we did it in West Salem, and we hope we can cheer you back on.
Still never forget that picture of Paul gnawing on the corn.
Eating the corn like it was his last meal. That's what that one was. Here we are. We're doing
you were in the house, so it could have been his last meal.
Paul was hitting that thing. He's like, I'm going to inhale this before Dyker gets a chance at it. So we want to thank Big Boar Barbecue. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. It's dropped down to 28, folks. If you don't have the heater set yet, Billy Doc Niles,
call up Carey Heating, Air Conditioning, get that bad boy fixed. Go get it. If it's running, you think it's not running right, call them up. They'll get a tune-up there. It's a pretty affordable tune-up to get for peace of mind for the winter season. So Carey Heating Air Conditioning, call them up now. Call them up this spring for the air conditioner too.
Epic Media and Vinyl, also Back 40 Wraps, presenting us with this beautiful banner that we're going to roll up and tuck away until we're going to bring it back out for the banquet.
Oh, okay.
Yep, January 18th, La Crosse Speedway Banquet. We'll be bringing that back out as we always do championship interviews before the Dyker Buffet or the award ceremony kicks in. You know how that goes. And, of course, fansarena.com, boom, supplying us with the racing apparel for the radio show and the TV show, all 8 years of the program. And kind of weird to say that this is the last regular season program. Of course, you can follow along on YouTube at Seven Rivers Racing. Follow the Facebook page during the winter. As we normally have done, people put stuff for sale. People are looking for cars. Best source to go to is the Facebook page.
Smokers.
You guys have done a nice job.
Smokers. Yeah.
I have 7 of them scheduled already to DJ. I think I have room for maybe one more before I die before the beginning of April rolls around. Are you going to show up at some Smokers this year, Paul? You're officially part of the family now. Not only the PR director of the Lacrosse Speedway. Where we go, you got to go.
Yeah, I mean, I went to several smokers this year, and I'm planning to do it again next year.
You got to up your ante because you lost quite a bit last year too. You were close on the front and back ends of some raffles.
I remember reading his exploits. I won this, I lost that. I should have won the gun. Shot Diker with it.
One thing that Paul did win at a smoker this year that he failed to bring to Oktoberfest, and I told him you didn't bring the s'more kit.
Oh, that's right. Actually, I gave it to my
camping.
I gave it to my sister and my uncle, nieces, and nephews that live down in Milwaukee.
They don't matter. This is the racing family. If you're watching, you don't matter. I can have s'mores fast.
Now Paul wishes he had that gun.
Yeah, drilled some holes in the s'mores because that way the marshmallows just drip through that much easier. So again, I want to thank our fantastic sponsors bringing us on air again for the state's longest running racing TV show. Looking forward to year number 9. Matter of fact, the plans are already in place, and we really hope the very first show, besides the Lacrosse Speedway banquet, again, it's going to be filmed on January 18th, that we get to take the show to Rudolph, Wisconsin in May for the opening of the Dick Trickle Memorial.
Dick Trickle Memorial Project, that would be phenomenal.
Do the TV and the radio show, and what a way to kick off the 2019 racing season, but doing the show from there.
That's hopefully that it's completed. I mean, if you've read on Facebook the last couple of weeks, people are stepping up. There's been an anonymous donor, and he put a certain amount up.
$9,999.
And he will match. If they can get another $9,999, he will match that. So that is phenomenal.
And they're $50,000 away, so that right there would be it's a $10,000 push.
We're looking at 60% right there.
You match that. Yep. There's another push. There's $30,000, and you just cut that thing just like built it almost in 3/4. And again, we're hoping to take the show on the road for the very first show of 2019. From the Dick Trickle Memorial Project. When we come back, talking about the Dick Trickle Memorial Project, one of the board directors is in this race. I still cannot get over the fact that I announced coming out of turn 4 on the outside of row number 4, Tom Ruffner. That was strange. Did you have goosebumps when the green flag dropped and there he was?
Oh, and I was standing right there with Mike Miller on the backstretch of the quarter mile when he pulled out. I was like two legends here. I'm watching one roll out. I'm standing next to it. Marv was up. It was great. It was awesome.
Was Marv feeding you guys popcorn?
No.
I told him to bring you popcorn.
Marv didn't bring me popcorn.
All right, we're going to wait till Golden Sands next year. He's going to bring you popcorn.
Nice.
Tom Ruffner in his debut in the Upper Midwest Vintage Series from Oktoberfest. That's coming up next on KQEG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
4 years in a row and counting. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Once again, La Crosse County has voted us the best barbecue and best caterer in La Crosse County. Making great ribs and great barbecue has always been my passion, and it means a great deal to me that you love what we do. If you haven't tried our ribs, pulled pork, brisket, or smoked chicken, try it and you'll agree. Big Boar Barbecue, a delicious mouthful.
Yeah!
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call today for your free estimate on a new American Standard system or schedule online at careyheating.com.
Welcome back, race fans. Silver's Racing, KQEG TV, Billy Doc Niles, Paul the Statman, Penguin, Tiny, whatever other nickname we're going to come up with that's going to stick, Reichert, and I'm Radio Man Dan Dyker. Our final program of 2018 for Seven Rivers Racing. Of course, we do have the Henderson Christmas special, which will be coming up here in December, that I hope you both partake in this year, because that is something special.
You generally do that while I got to work, so I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll see.
We'll make some plans where you guys can be a part of handing out Christmas presents to some very fortunate families that we have chosen to get on board. I was very fortunate this year. It was one of the pinnacles of my announcing career to announce Mr. Tom Ruffner in the feature race of the Upper Midwest Vintage Series feature from Oktoberfest. Billy Doc Niles, you were standing right there. I'll let you roll us into this clip because you were watching the green flag drop, my friend.
They talked about this for a long, long time. Johnny Gilbertson had that phenomenal tribute car to Tom Ruffner, and they talked him into driving it, and he did not disappoint. So here's the last few laps of the Vintage Series race at the Oktoberfest race weekend.
Looks like Billy Martin moved to the back of the pack there, but here we go. Let's go to Dan Diker for the call.
Of course, the one car everybody watching is the Blue Knight, the 99, with the 88 that is of Tom Ruffner. First time Ruffner's been behind the wheel of a stock car in many, many years. Devers, Cantone, Jessup, and Olson all knotted together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 51 of Curtis Streves sailing away all by himself in 5th. Tom Ruffner starts to make his way through the field right behind a 38 of Brian Lee. Oh, here we go. Lee slipping up in turn 4. Here we go again. 35 had problems in the first heat race. Just avoids the wall. He's going to back this one out. A lot of handling problems in the first heat race for the 35 of Olson, and he slips up again. We remain green with Ralph Cattone. Woody Poole the 0-2, trying to make it 4 straight Oktoberfest feature race wins, and he is struggling mightily early on. 8 laps down, 12 to go for Ralph Cattone. Jessup gets past the 19 to Woody Peterson. Ken Lewis out of Black River Falls at 99. He's on the middle. Around Jessup he goes, pumping into second. Former late model track champion Todd Korish in the Coors Light Dick Trickle 99, now in 3rd. Here comes Ken Lewis, the Super American 99 outside of Cattone. And Lewis grabs the race lead. With him comes Todd Korish. Look at Tom Ruffner trying to make his way into the top 5, squeezing past the 12 in the corners. Against Lewis and Korish, followed by Cattone, Jessup, and Poole. Running around in 6th is Tom Ruffner. Korish having some late model flashbacks in that Coors Light 99. Korish side by side. Ken Lewis used to run a Sportsman here in lacrosse. Korish used to run a late model and won a championship. Again, door to door, side by side. This time it's Todd Korish for the race lead. Korish, Lewis, Poole, Cattone, and Ruffner. Andy Niles in the Greg Scheck number 2 is going to get put down a lap. Todd Korish opens up a 5-car advantage over Ken Lewis. Woody Poole running 3rd. Tom Ruffner has got it up into 4th. Then it's Cattone and Jessup, Billy Martin, and the 74 Let's put down a lap. Back up front, not done yet. Ken Lewis reeling in Todd Korish as they come out of turn 4. Woody Poole running 3rd, Tom Ruffner running 4th. His machine comes out the back straightaway. Three to go past the stripe. Here's your leaders. It's Korish. It's Lewis. Then it's going to be Woody Poole, Tom Reffner, and Billy Martin in the Matador. Lap traffic, Todd Korsh, of course, knows how to work his way through this. We're running late models of lacrosse for many, many years. He's going to get hung up behind Ron Demers. Ken Lewis can't take advantage. Matter of fact, Korsh peels away. It opens up another 3-car advantage. The white flag is out, 1 to go for the Coors Light to Triple 99. Memory serves me correctly, that car was named Crystal by Dick Trickle back in the day. Checkered flag is out. Your vintage race winner, Todd Korsh. Lewis will take second, Poole third. Tom Reffner will finish fourth, and the Matador, Billy Martin, your top 5.
Welcome back, Simmers Racing, KQEG TV. Tom Reffner, fourth in that race right there. The top 2 were disqualified, Billy Doc, now, so Woody Poole takes home his 4th straight Oktoberfest win.
That's the first time anybody in any class, any division in 49 years now, has won 4 in a row. So congratulations to Woody Poole. But you heard some names you hadn't heard in quite a while at the racetrack there. Lewis, Korsh, and then, of course, the ultimate legend, the Hall of Famer Tom Reffner.
Korsh in the Coors Light Dick Trickle throwback. That surprised me. I did not know that car was going to be in that vintage race. That was sharp.
We saw that for the first time with the Dick Trickle 99. It led the parade laps for the first segment of the Dick Trickle 99. And I even said to you as he come by me, like, that looks like Todd Korsh in that car. And turned out it was. So it's a pretty cool car, but to see Tom Reffner back behind the wheel of that blue 88 again was just phenomenal. It's a childhood dream right there.
The only guy that can run 15 laps at Oktoberfest with a smile on his face no matter what.
The entire time, yes.
Inside that car. When we come back, we're going to show the grand finale, the Oktoberfest 200, the closing 8 or 9 minutes of that one. Watch very, very patiently to where Andrew Morrissey ends up because he won.
Yes, he did.
No.
How?
That's next here on KQEG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
Big Boar Barbecue is up and running on the north side of La Crosse. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Yes, the food truck is open at George and Gillette Street to make it easier for you north siders to find out why La Crosse County has voted us 4 years in a row as the best barbecue and best caterer in La Crosse County. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, and now open at George and Gillette Street. A delicious mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call today for your free estimate on a new American Standard system or schedule online at careyheating.com.
Meanwhile, Ty Majeski continues to pull away to lead, 1.7 second lead. Where's Toby Newman? Toby Newman is just looked down by turn 1. You can see Toby Newman just pacing back and forth, hoping for that second Oktoberfest win. He's got 15 laps to go, 14 laps to go as they come by, Marty.
Johnny Sauter's going to give it all he has to try to chase down that 91 of Ty Majeski. Jacob Gady. Great run for Jacob Gady today. The Carmel, Minnesota driver has been in the top 5 most of the day and has been running third the last handful of laps. Andrew Morrissey now all alone in fourth. The battle for fifth is on between Paul Schaefer Jr., Jonathan Island, Dalton Zier, Travis Sauter. See if they can work themselves into the top 5. Paul Schaefer Jr. has that spot right now. Nick Mergic started in the back of this thing. He's up to 9th.
If I recall, this is a brand new race car for Jacob Gady that he put together for this race, and this might be a huge payoff for him if he can hold on and get the podium finish. Andrew Morrissey running fourth. Paul Schaefer is running fifth with Jonathan Island. Up to 6 after starting in the rear. Dalton Zier 7. I think right now Jonathan Zier is just kind of like, I need to calm my nerves down. His spotter was real excited on the radio there when that all made out. And what it looks like is Johnny Sutter got into Dalton Zier, and Dalton Zier got into Austin Nason. Totally racing deal on that one. Meanwhile, here comes Jonathan Island. He wants to break himself in the top 5. He's battling Paul Schaefer for the position. Travis Sutter looking to get by Dalton Zier for a spot. The best battler in the track right now is for that fourth position. For the fourth position between. Fifth position between Island and Schaefer.
Austin Nason trying to get to the inside of Bickle right now as they battle just outside the top 10. And 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Now make it 9. 9 for Johnny Sauter. Ty Majeski is Johnny Sauter. About a straightaway behind. Gainey's kind of catching up to that 5.
You see a battle for a second spot here. Ty Majeski is walking away with a 1.9 second lead right now. But Jacob Gainey is slowly catching Johnny Sauter. Johnny Sauter right now is in survival mode. He wants to try and make himself finish, get a second place finish. A finish he won't be happy with, but you know what? He may take it after what he's going through. Oh, no, Austin Nason and Richie Bickle get into it as they come off of turn 4. Nason almost lost it as he went down in his front stretch. We have right now 7 laps to go as Ty Majeski crosses the line. That lead has grown to a 2.8 second lead. But Jacob Gainey is not really catching Sauter at all. Andrew Morrissey comfortable in the 4th spot. We got a good battle brewing there for 5th.
Again, right now, as a points, if the race finishes just like this, and Dalton Zier running 7th, he would be the champion, as Austin Nason right now in that 13th spot. Nason trying to get a couple more points to try to get and see the next man. He needs to get around the one of Michael Sauter, but he has about 10 car lengths to catch Michael Sauter as Sauter and Nason go down the back stretch. Majeski hits the start-finish line again, working through lap traffic, and sees 5 to go from Tom White. In a straightaway between Majeski and Sauter as down the backstretch they go. And Tom White throwing out that 5 fingers. 5 to go. 5 to go for Ty Majeski.
Austin Nason needs to get back up more positions in order to have a chance at the championship. He came out at 3 points. With the positions are on the track, there's a less of a point gap between those cars. So about right now, so a 3-point gap. 3-point gap right now. Austin Nason needs to catch up to Michael Sauter and get a spot. He only has 3 more laps to gain position. He needs to make it up big time. If the race was end now, Zier will be the champion by 3 points, is what we're looking at on our street. Let's see what Nason can do here. Looks like Ty Majeski has really built up. Now it leads down to 1.5 seconds. Zier needs to pick up a spot. Plus, he does not need to lose any spots. Zier needs to hold on right there. The white flag is out for Ty Majeski. 1 lap to go. Let's keep an eye and see. Make sure everybody looks like they're settled out. Ty Majeski takes his car into turn 3. Into turn 4. Here they come off the stripe. Off of turn 4. He is going to be a 2-time winner of the Oktoberfest 200 this time. Majeski, Johnny Sauter 2nd, Jacob Gainey 3rd. Here comes Andrew Morrissey in 4th. Paul Schaefer will finish 5th. Island 6th. Dalton Zier 7th. Let's see where Austin H. finishes 13th. Unofficially by 3 points. It looks like Dalton Zier is going to be your champion. Meanwhile, Austin Nason, let's see if he's coming up. Keep an eye here on the backstretch.
Welcome back, Simmers Racing, KQAG TV. Did we catch him? We did.
Yeah, we
started the show with him busting up. We're going to end the show.
Listen to the radio show this week, Saturday at noon on WBOG 1460 AM.
I can't believe I sat across from him for that.
Diker made him crack up. It was funny. You have to listen to it.
What was not funny was, Ty Majeski, Jacob Gainey, Johnny Sauter, all DQ'd from the 200 Lap Fest race. Andrew Morrissey wins the race. You were down there when the news broke to him with Kevin Ramsell. You guys had the recorders ready, and he wasn't holding back the emotions.
Oh, no, just like Masson, when we won the Joe Sure Classic last year, he just let the emotions. This is his Daytona 500, and it was a pretty big deal with Andrew.
So, again, congratulations, everybody at Fest. Again, this is the final program for 2018. You can find all the previous programs of this year and the years in the past at Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV on YouTube. Again, Billy Doc Niles. Want to thank Big Boar Barbecue, Kerry Heating and Air Conditioning, Epic Media and Vinyl, Back 40 Wraps Incorporated, and fansarena.com. That's going to do it for 2019. I greatly appreciate both you guys being on this program, because I could not seriously do this show by myself.
No, thank you, Dan. Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
You have done the show by yourself. What do you mean?
I'm just going to put this back on. I'm just going to go back and hide the thing like
Here's a reminder, by the way, folks. If you're watching us on Thursday night, you're in about an hour from now, you're going to catch the Saturday night Big 8 races from Oktoberfest. If you're watching us on Sunday night in just a couple of minutes, you're going to be able to catch the entire 200-lap race from Oktoberfest.
And that's going to put a wrap on the racing season. Our Henderson Christmas special here in KQEG TV, the half-an-hour special. Watch our Facebook page. We will release the date for that as well. For Billy Doc Niles and Paul Reichert, our producer Jesse, and station manager Rick Wilson, we thank you very much for the viewership you've given us this year, and to our fantastic sponsors. For Bill and Paul, I'm Radio Man Dan Diker. We will see you for the Henderson Christmas special later this year on KQEG TV.
You've been watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Diker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown, and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Kerry Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Kerry Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue.
4 years in a row and counting. Hi, this is Jerry Beyer at Big Boar Barbecue. Once again, La Crosse County has voted us the best barbecue and best caterer in La Crosse County. Making great ribs and great barbecue has always been my passion, and it means a great deal to me that you love what we do. If you haven't tried our ribs, pulled pork, brisket, or smoked chicken, try it and you'll agree. Big Boar Barbecue, a delicious mouthful.
Yeah.